Yeah, hello dear viewers. This is actually a bonus section for the viewers. You understand? This is my guy.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. He's a programmer. You understand? He's based on programming the internet, designing websites in HTML and all that rest. Why myself? I based on free website tutorials. I teach you how to design the website that you can host freely, without paying for any domain. You understand? And I want to also let you know that you add your knowledge in HTML in this free website. So it's very important for you to learn the HTML coding aspect, because for example you want to add something like login page and some other things. You want to edit your pictures to have some cool effects in your web design, or whichever you want to add some special drop down menus in your website. You have to be good in coding. So when it comes to the coding aspect, he's the boss. So in this aspect, actually we're not going to talk about coding or whichever. We're not going to talk much about the web design. What we're going to do here, we're going to teach you how to design your header in Photoshop. That's really something cool you should know. For example, designing a header like this one here. You can see this my site. You find your Biazi blogs, where every view comes from the right source. So if you scroll down, you can see this is the header. Very interesting. I can tell you that everything here was designed in Photoshop. The text, the image, uh, background, everything is totally in what Photoshop. So that's the essence of me adding Photoshop to this what tutorial. Like I said, it's a bonus. You can choose to do it and upload it, while you can choose to what leave it like that. So I really appreciate you joining this tutorial, and I believe you're going to watch it to the last aspect of it. So just stay in touch with us while we give you the main practical aspect. We teach you what you should know about Photoshop editing, and when it comes to what linking it to your website. So just stay together with us. Okay, so first what we're going to do is open up our Photoshop gadgets. Yeah, again, Abba, the quarrel. So this is our Photoshop. We are about to what design a header in what Photoshop. To do so, we start by what opening, creating a new design. You can see we can make use of Control N when we decide to open a new folder. Then we can name it to what header, web design header. Yeah, web design header. Our type should be international paper. Then we can now what choose. Our type should be custom. Beg your pardon. Beg your pardon. And my site here, let me open it up. Yeah, if you see my site here, though this is the link to my site. If you see my site here, the distance between here and here is 1200, 1240. So that's the length of the distance, that is the width that I always make use of. Why the height is 140. You understand? So when I upload it, it fits directly into what my design. So that's the essence of me using custom uh in my setting up my page. So when it comes to custom, I can now change the width to 1200 and the height to 140. Then I can now save and do it in what plain paper. So while it opens, we can see here now, this is how our header looks like. For now, it's not what no design have been done to the header yet. So we're going to start by writing what the name of the site in our header. Remember, anything you do to the header, it totally what hides the header of what you are doing in your website.
Yeah.
So if for example your website name is Sunny Sites, and you design your head and write you find your biases block there, your site will still remain sunny side. Your site header will still remain what? Sunny side. But since this is a picture, the name of your site is not going to affect what the picture. So it's better to what use the name of your site so that it does not what counteract with what each other. So now we are going to build a header for which site should we build the header for now?
Can we build it for school aspects?
Okay, let's build it for Ouchie Specials.
Country special.
All right. Ouchie Special is actually my website name. One of them I've built because I've really spent time building several websites in the past. So it's kind of like a fun thing for me doing, and I really appreciate it. So let's get started. First, we are going to add our text, invalid numeric value or number. Don't mind them, they always like speaking English. So text color is white. Let's take our text color to be white, and our background, I always like purple when it comes to background. So our background purple, you hit the OK button, and you can choose to open layer by double clicking on the background. When you double click on the background, you hit OK, then the layer can now what be deleted. When you select this one or this one, you can now what mark the layer and delete. Hit on backspace or delete. The layer would be cut off. Now after deleting the layer, it makes of these two to rasterize it. There's something they call rasterizing. I don't know if you've heard of it. When you rasterize, it's like what clearing those white lines, your select lines and all that rest. So now let's zoom in so that everything will do will be a bit clearer and wider. So this is now our what design page. This is our design page. So what we are going to do, we are going to start by adding a purple background. So in this purple background, we are going to make use of our shapes tool, which is this one. Towards select, you can see we are using a rectangular shape tool. So we can now use it for our what background. There you can see that's our what purple background. So we've changed what the background for what our design. Now the next thing we are going to add is what the text. No disturbance. I get the feel though. So we are going to add our text. Our text should be in white. That's the color I prefer most. You know, white and purple, they are really cool colors. My favorite colors are three: white, red, blue and purple. Crazy colors, I know you'd say. Abby? So you can see this is welcome to Ouchie. Okay, go back. Welcome to Ouchie Specials. Welcome to Ouchie Specials. Or I can make it ouchiespecials.blogspot.com, whichever I want for Ouchie students. So I can, since you can see this text now, it's very small compared to the size. So you can hold down your control key and then resize, or you can do it the other way around. Click on the select tool or the move tool, click on Ctrl T. You see it's highlighted, then we can now what resize by clicking down our select and then resizing it. So here we can now what see the difference. After resizing, we hit on OK. But looking at this text now, it's not as nice as I would really appreciate. You know, it's better for you to use a text style that looks very good and very pretty when it comes to your design. So I'm going to highlight all and then come over here to select a nice design tool. Something else, when you are designing, it's always good to save. So you hit Ctrl S, save, so that if for any reason